Attention passionate Philadelphia Eagles fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another championship run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and fellow Philadelphia Eagles fans. Let's get to the news. All right, Eagles fans, buckle up because what I am about to tell you is nothing short of a roller coaster. The scene was set last Sunday in South Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field, and if you were there or even if you watched from home, you know that the energy was electric. The kind of energy that makes you feel like it's 1993 all over again, when Pearl Jam was ruling the radio, and every corner of the stadium was alive with passion, hope, and that undeniable Eagles spirit. The fans were decked out in green, the chants echoed throughout the city, and the players on the field looked ready to fight for every yard. But amidst that excitement, a moment of chaos unfolded, reminding us all that football is as much about discipline as it is about grit. And what a game it was. The Eagles managed to pull off a gritty 24-20 victory over the Dallas Cowboys, a win that many will say was hard-fought, filled with resilience, and truthfully, a little bit of luck. But behind the scenes, there's a story that has everyone talking, something that might just shape the Eagles' season in ways we didn't expect. The star of the moment, Jalen Carter, the young, fiery defensive tackle with all the talent in the world, who found himself ejected just seconds into the game for an incident that has fans and analysts buzzing. Now, Carter's talent is undeniable. He has been seen as a cornerstone for the Eagles' defense, a player with the potential to dominate for years to come. But last weekend's incident has cast a shadow over his promising start, and it raises questions about discipline, maturity, and how the Eagles plan to handle their rising star moving forward. Let us take a step back and look at what exactly happened. It was a moment that seemed minor at first, just a typical early game scuffle or a heated exchange, until it escalated into something much more serious. Carter, in a moment of frustration or perhaps a lapse in judgment, spat at an opponent. Spitting is considered one of the worst offenses in professional sports. It is seen as a sign of complete disrespect and a breach of sportsmanship that no team or league takes lightly. And in the blink of an eye, Carter was ejected. The crowd was stunned, beers paused midair, and that collective gasp spread across the stadium. It was raw, it was real, and it was a jarring reminder that even the most talented players are still learning how to channel their emotions in the heat of battle. Now I want to pause here for just a second because this is critical. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let's continue with the big reveal. This moment, as ugly as it was, isn't just about one mistake. It is about the bigger picture, what it means for Carter, for the Eagles, and for their championship ambitions. See, Jalen Carter's talent is undeniable. This guy is a game changer. In college at Georgia, he was a dominant force, a player who could pressure quarterbacks, stuff the run, and make life miserable for offenses. The Eagles were thrilled to draft him, especially considering how much they needed a disruptive interior presence on their defensive line. And in his limited action so far this season, Carter has shown flashes of that elite potential. He is quick off the snap, powerful at the point of attack, and has the kind of motor that makes offensive linemen tremble. But talent alone isn't enough. Football is a game of discipline, focus, and above all, control. And last week's incident, as minor as it seemed at first glance, reveals a deeper issue with Carter's temperament. The Eagles' head coach, Nick Sirianni, was measured but firm in his comments after the game. He made it clear that while he appreciated Carter's passion, there's a line that cannot be crossed. Sirianni emphasized that everything the team does is rooted in discipline, respect, and playing within the rules. His message was clear. Carter's behavior was unacceptable and cannot become a recurring problem. But at the same time, Sirianni also praised the resilience of his team, noting how players stepped up in Carter's absence. Byron Young, Jordan Davis, Moro Ajomo, and Gabe Hall all made significant contributions, showing that the Eagles' defensive depth is real. Still, everyone knows that losing a player of Carter's caliber, especially so early in the season, is a blow. The Eagles are a team built on a strong, disruptive defensive line, and losing that presence, even temporarily, can shift the balance. Let us talk a bit about the importance of Jalen Carter to this Eagles team. This isn't just about one game. It is about the future of a defense that finished last season ranked as the best in the league. The Eagles' defense has been historically good, and Carter's addition was seen as the final piece to a puzzle that could carry them to another Super Bowl. His ability to collapse pockets, disrupt plays, and provide pressure from the interior makes him a nightmare for offenses. In fact, his presence on the field is often a catalyst for the entire defense. When he's out there, the entire unit seems to elevate their game, feeding off his energy and disruptive skills. So, losing him, even for game, raises serious questions about how the Eagles will manage without their most disruptive force. Now, let us get into the bigger picture. This incident isn't just about one player's moment of madness. It's about the culture the Eagles are trying to build. Coach Sirianni has always preached emotional intelligence, discipline, and playing smart football. That's the foundation of their success. And Carter's actions, regardless of intention, are a deviation from that ideal. The league's disciplinary office will likely scrutinize this incident heavily, and a suspension for Week 2's big rematch against the Kansas City Chiefs is very much on the table. That game is a marquee matchup, a potential Super Bowl preview, and losing Carter would be a huge blow. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs' offense are explosive, and the Eagles will need their best defensive players available to contain them. The Eagles' front office and coaching staff now face a critical challenge. They must discipline Carter internally because the talent is there, but the maturity needs to catch up. This is a pivotal moment in his development, and how he responds to this setback will define his career. Will he learn from it? Will he channel his fiery passion into controlled aggression on the field? Or will this become a pattern that could derail the Eagles' championship aspirations? Because make no mistake, Philadelphia's window is still wide open, and with a roster packed with talent, they are expected to contend deep into the playoffs. But the league is unforgiving. One misstep, one moment of lost control, and everything can change in an instant. Now, back to the game itself. The Eagles' defense, despite losing Carter early on, showed incredible resilience. Byron Young's forced fumble and Jordan Davis's pressure were key moments that kept the game within reach. The team bent but didn't break, holding a potent Dallas offense to just 20 points. Sirianni praised the effort and the grit, highlighting how proud he was of the players who stepped up. But beneath the surface, there's a clear understanding that this was a battle won, not just on the scoreboard, but in terms of team character and mental toughness. The defense's ability to adapt and fight through adversity was a testament to their resilience, but it also underscored that they need their full roster, including Carter, to truly reach their peak. Looking ahead, the Eagles are facing a crucial crossroads. The upcoming game against the Chiefs, a rematch of last year's Super Bowl, promises to be a litmus test for the team's resilience and discipline. The Chiefs are led by Mahomes, arguably the league's best quarterback, and their offense is a well-oiled machine. The Eagles will need to be at their absolute best, and that includes having Carter available, or at least having a plan to mitigate his absence. The coaching staff will have to decide whether to sit him for a week or two, depending on the league's ruling. Meanwhile, Carter himself has expressed remorse, stating in the locker room that it was a mistake and promising it won't happen again. But as we all know, words are easy. Actions will be the real test moving forward. The league's view on this incident remains to be seen. Historically, spitting has been met with severe penalties, especially in recent years when sportsmanship has become a focal point for leagues trying to promote respect and professionalism. The NFL's disciplinary office is known for taking such incidents seriously, and a suspension for Carter is very much on the table. Such a hit to the Eagles' defense would be significant, but it's also an opportunity for Carter to show maturity and grow from this experience. The Eagles' coaching staff, especially Sirianni, will be working behind the scenes to reinforce discipline to ensure that this doesn't become a recurring issue. They've built a culture of accountability, and this moment is tested now more than ever. So, what does this all mean for the Eagles moving forward? It's a story of potential, passion, discipline, and the delicate balance between them. The Eagles are a team that has shown they can overcome adversity, but they also need to keep their stars on the field and in line. Carter's talent is undeniable, but his temperament must be managed if he has to reach his full potential. The coaching staff's challenge is not only to correct this behavior, but to do so in a way that keeps him motivated and focused on the ultimate goal, bringing another Lombardi home to Philadelphia. As we watch this unfold, one thing is clear: the Eagles are still a team to be reckoned with. Their roster is deep, their coaching staff is sharp, and their fan base remains passionate and unwavering. This incident, while troubling, could serve as a turning point, either as a wake-up call for Carter or as a cautionary tale for the entire team about the importance of discipline. The coming weeks will be critical, especially with the Chiefs game looming. Can the Eagles maintain their status as the league's top defense without their most disruptive player? That's the question on everyone's mind. But one thing is certain, Philadelphia will continue to fight, to grow, and to chase another championship no matter what obstacles come their way. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What is your take on this incident? Do you think Carter will learn from it and come back stronger? Or are you worried that this could be a sign of more trouble ahead? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Eagles. Remember, this is just the beginning. The season is long, and there is still plenty of football to play. I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. Thanks for being here, and as always, fly, Eagles, fly.